The All-American Derby coverage on StallionResearch.com is brought to you by the Stallion standing at Robichaux Ranch Incorporated in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. And hello again, everyone. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionResearch.com. Here's the All-American Derby review brought to you by Robichaux Ranch Incorporated, the Stallion Roster there in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. Now, on this episode, if you weren't there for the trials of the All-American Derby, it was a fairly even day. Weather was fairly even all the way through. No huge wind changed. Pretty flat races all the way through from the very first all the way to the very end. Now, after the final 10 were posted, a couple days later, of course, one horse was removed due to a positive hair test. Therefore, Fred Danley trained Rusty's Miracle drew into the field as the 10th fastest qualifier. So here is the review of the top 10 qualifiers going into the All-American Derby. The 2019 All-American Derby Trial Review. The fastest qualifier from the day of trials came from the barn of Marcos Carrizales. American Hustle with jockey James Flores aboard ran a career best to qualify as the fastest in the field of 10 going postward in Sunday's All-American Derby. Now, the second fastest qualifier, also ridden by James Flores in the trials, was from the barn of Gerald Reed, America Rules, who ran a second in his trial race to the eventual winner, RYANSMANONTHEMOON, who was not allowed to enter back due to a failed hair test, making America Rules the second fastest in the field with a time of 21.297 seconds. Now, the third place finisher in this race, Just Macho Corona, also qualified into the field as the 8th fastest going into the finals. Now, maybe the most visually impressive of the day was James Gonzalez trained Flying Cowboy 123, who with jockey Ricky Ramirez aboard stopped the clock at 21.299 seconds, making him the third fastest qualifier going into the All-American Derby. Another JJ Gonzalez trainee with jockey Ricky Ramirez in the irons, with Ricardo Armendariz trained Valiant Tiberius, with Tools in the Sky prevailing in a time of 21.361 seconds, making him the fourth fastest of the day, and Valiant Tiberius with a time of 21.402 seconds, making him the fifth fastest time going into the finals. The Mr. Just Perry gelding, Just Famous, with jockey Ricky Ramirez aboard for trainer Manuel Rodriguez, ran a big race on the inside part of the racetrack to move into the sixth fastest spot with a time of 21.431 seconds for the effort. Now, last year's Los Al 2 Million and Golden State winner Flash and Roll ran a solid race for trainer Mike Joyner and Raul Ramirez aboard in the time of 21.457 seconds for the effort, making Flash and Roll the 7th fastest going into the finals. We've already touched upon Just Macho Corona being the 8th fastest, so let's go to the 9th fastest, Midday News. Another Mike Joyner trainee with Raul Ramirez aboard in the irons, stopping the timer in a time of 21.516 seconds, getting him into the field. And lastly, Rusty's Miracle, who was in the 11th spot, now advances into the 10th spot for trainer Fred Danley and rider Noe Garcia Jr. aboard to round out the field in a time of 21.516 seconds, making him the 10th in the field of 10. And that'll do it for the StallionResearch.com All-American Derby Trial Review for 2019. Introducing the Stallion Roster of Robichaux Ranch of 2020, the ultra-hot champion and millionaire and Grade 1 winner of the All-American Derby, Apolitical Blood. The red-hot Grade 1 winning son of Corona Cartel and last year's leading first-crop sire, 5-Bar Cartel. The Chicks Beduino Stallion that's reaching legendary status in his home state of Louisiana, Game Patriot. Another sire in Louisiana that's reached legendary status as he led the nation in earnings, the sensational He's a Fast Dash. The champion running stallion and Grade 1 winning Open Me of Corona. And introducing the champion running stallion and Grade 1 winning son of Favorite Cartel, Tarzanito. Steeped in excellence and assuring success in your breeding program, the Stallion Roster of Robichaux Ranch Incorporated.